Hi everyone. It is a well-known fact that wildlife has its own rules and laws. The main law is survival of the fittest. After all, a strong animal usually has more dangerous sharp teeth, horns, or claws. Predators are harsh and merciless, but is empathy typical for animals? Can they come to the aid of an animal that is in danger? In this episode, we'll talk about situations when animals saved each other regardless of the species. Click on the bell icon right now to never miss a new interesting episode. A monkey in the pond. A baby monkey was playing and fell into the lake. All of its attempts to get out of the water were in vain. The only way to get out was by climbing over the rocks, but they were slippery and rather high. Mother monkey noticed the baby's absence and immediately rushed to its aid. One dash was enough for her to get the baby out of the water and back to land. A gazelle. A lone gazelle was grazing peacefully among the trees, but there was danger lurking on a tree. It was a leopard that was already sneaking up on its prey. A single jump was enough for the predator to sink its teeth into the gazelle's neck. Fortunately for the gazelle, a troop of baboons saw it and attacked the leopard. The predator was at a loss, and it clearly didn't expect to face so many angry monkeys. It instantly released the gazelle and ran away. Elephants. Like the little monkey, the baby elephant also fell into a pond. The baby elephant's mother was on the shore nearby, but the edge of the reservoir was too high to pull the baby out. The interesting part is that another adult elephant noticed this situation and rushed to help. It went into the pond, swam up to the baby elephant, and helped escort it to land over the low-sloped bank. Gooselings and a fox. A family of wild geese was swimming peacefully in a reservoir. A fox noticed them and decided to catch one gooseling for lunch. It tried to enter the water unnoticed and grab one of the geese family members, but the male goose spread its wings wide and blocked the way to the gooselings. No matter how hard the red-haired predator tried to grab one of them, it couldn't do anything. A puppy. A small puppy was on its way somewhere and didn't pay much attention to its surroundings. This could have been fatal because it was nearly hit by a car, which was most likely trying to reverse park. However, an adult dog noticed the puppy and rushed at the puppy just in time. It grabbed it by the withers and pulled it out of the car's way. It all happened in a matter of seconds. An antelope and a crocodile. Crocodiles are dangerous predators that spend most of their life in water. They often wait for their prey right at the watering hole. They rush out of the water, grab their prey, and drag it back into the water. As you can see, the crocodile tracked down an antelope which was peacefully drinking water and didn't expect anything dangerous to happen. It picked the right moment and with an instant jump, grabbed the antelope by the horns, dragging it further and further into the water. The victim tried to escape, but another crocodile blocked its way. Two hungry crocodiles would definitely not let the antelope escape. However, their hunt was noticed by a bloat of hippos who, seeing what was happening in their pond, immediately rushed into the water. The furious hippos scared off the reptiles. The crocodile swam away, leaving the antelope alone. The rescued antelope remained with the hippos and they accompanied it ashore, safe and sound. An elephant and a buffalo calf. Animals of different species can come into conflict with one another for various reasons. When a huge elephant began to attack a buffalo, it wasn't clear how this confrontation would have ended, but a calf ran out to protect the adult buffalo. The little buffalo boldly attacked the elephant, forcing the latter one to retreat. It isn't clear why it worked, but it could have been that the elephant was stunned by the courage of this little animal. Nevertheless, it is surprising how the baby decided to protect the adult. Lions and buffaloes. Females can protect their young. Having strayed from the mother and the herd, the buffalo calf became the target for a pair of adult lions. One of the predators decided to attack the calf, and perhaps the lion would have made it its meal if it wasn't for the mother who noticed it. She rushed violently towards the lion, jumping and swinging her horns. Her action scared off one of the lions, but the other one decided not to give up and continued the hunt. The fight with the female buffalo was long and difficult, but she managed to scare off the second lion too. The buffalo saved both the calf and herself. Ostriches. Monkeys can feed on birds' eggs. They can steal eggs even from ostriches. However, during one of such thefts, a female ostrich noticed the monkey near the nest and dashed at it in order to drive it away from the offspring. And the ostrich actually succeeded. The monkey abandoned the egg and ran away. The ostrich returned the egg to the nest and bent over the eggs for a long time, as if counting them. Gazelles. In the savanna, young predators often hunt calves of Atriodactyls. A young and confident leopard tracked down a gazelle calf and attacked it without hesitation. However, the mother rushed to help her baby, and she didn't just manage to save it, but also forced the leopard to run away. Baby elephant. Elephants never leave each other in danger. Having got into a mud bog, the baby elephant was trying to get out, but it couldn't. The whole herd came to its aid. Adults approached it and helped it ashore. Buffaloes and hyenas. Hyenas are scavengers, and they usually only attack easy prey. One of the buffaloes wanted to drink some water, but instead it got into a bog, from which it couldn't get out. It lost a lot of energy trying to get back to solid ground. It was noticed by a clan of hyenas, and they decided to attack it right away. However, another buffalo stood up for its relative. It scared off the hyenas, preventing them from even approaching the stuck buffalo. It beat its hooves and waved its horns in different directions, warning them against approaching. A while later, the hyenas decided to retreat, leaving the buffaloes alone. A lioness and a female boar. In the savanna, it's not only lions, but mainly lionesses that go hunting. Noticing a piglet of a wild boar that had strayed from its mother, the lioness attacked it without hesitation. But the wild female boar noticed that her baby was in danger and immediately rushed to its aid. She began to attack the predator, not leaving the lioness with the slightest chance of success. Perhaps the female wild boar injured the lioness, or maybe she simply frightened it, but the latter one retreated. Making sure there was no predator in sight, the female wild boar and her piglet moved on. A lioness and buffaloes. This time, the lioness tracked down an adult buffalo, which had lagged behind the herd. Picking the right moment, she knocked it down, but the attack was noticed by other buffaloes, who immediately rushed to help. One of them lifted the lioness high with its horns and threw her aside with all its might. Although buffaloes are prey to predators, they aren't weak animals. They can inflict enormous injuries on the attacker, sometimes even fatal ones. A snake and a baby rabbit. Snakes often feed on small warm-blooded animals. Having found a hole with baby rabbits, a snake pulled one out and began to suffocate it so it could eat it. However, the mother rabbit didn't let it happen. She began to attack the snake, biting it with her teeth and distracting it from the baby. The female rabbit skillfully avoided getting caught by the snake and continued to bite it. As a result, the snake crawled away and the mother rabbit returned to the hole with her babies. A raven and ducklings. Ravens can feed on small birds. Noticing a duck with a brood, the raven decided to feast on one of the ducklings, but the duck spread its wings to cover the duckling. It also stretched out its neck and hissed spitefully, which frightened the raven. After several unsuccessful attempts to attack the ducklings, the raven flew away. An antelope and a leopard. Leopards think through their hunt carefully. Open terrain is a jackpot for them. After all, no one can escape from the clutch of this predator. Having tracked down two beautiful antelopes on such terrain, the leopard decided to attack the smaller one. Jumping its victim, the wildcat was ready to sink its teeth into the prey's neck, but the hunting plan was interrupted by another antelope. It didn't run away at the sight of the predator, but on the contrary, tried to scare it away. This antelope was trying to hit the leopard with its horns, beating its hooves angrily. Reluctant to fight, the leopard disappeared. A lion and zebras. Lions often hunt in a pride. Having tracked down a herd of zebras that were grazing in the savanna, the whole lion pride pounced on them. One lion managed to catch a zebra, and perhaps it would have become the pride's dinner if it wasn't for another zebra that rushed to save the victim. It was jumping and beating its hooves, trying to attack the lion, which helped drive away the attacker and save its relative. An elephant and an antelope. African wild dogs also hunt in groups. They exhaust their prey and only then do they attack. Noticing how they were torturing the deer, which was lying on the ground almost lifeless, an elephant intervened. His enormous height and a few waves of his trunk helped drive away the African dogs from the victim. Thus, we can conclude that animals don't just help animals of their own species, but of other species too. Turtles. Turtles are slow and clumsy animals. If a turtle falls on its back, it's very hard for it to get back on its feet. It may even die because of it. Therefore, when another turtle noticed that its relative was in trouble, it tried to help and turn it over so that it would get back on its feet. I must say that turtles are strong animals. It's not difficult for them to move the weight that virtually matches their own. After making sure that the turtle in trouble was safe now, both of them went their own ways. Well, this episode is over. Let us know in the comments which rescue operation and which animals impressed you the most. Hit the like button if you enjoyed watching this episode, and don't forget to share this video with your friends. And see you soon.